Captain, before we step onto this strength and reach island, tell me, what does arm make you feel when it means the body part? A branch that extends from something and preparing or equipping yourself for action. Meaning 1, the part of the body from the shoulder to the hand. Used for the limb you use to lift, hold, carry, and reach. Example: Grace held the compass steady in her arm as the deck shook. Common use: arm muscles, arm around, in your arms. Arm power. Meaning 2, a long part that extends from something. Used for a structure that reaches out, like an arm of a crane, an arm of a chair, or an arm of the sea. Example: the crane arm swung over the dock to lift the supplies. Common use: robotic arm, crane arm, arm of a chair. Arm extension. Meaning 3, to equip or prepare for action. Used when you prepare with tools, knowledge, or resources for what's coming. Example: Grace armed the crew with a clear checklist before the night crossing. Common use: arm yourself with knowledge, arm the team, be armed with. Arm for night. Arm is both a noun, your body part or an extension, and a verb meaning equip or prepare. Context makes the meaning clear. Stay steady and ready, Captain. Carry arm for strength and reach, for extensions that stretch outward and for equipping yourself with what you need as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this order and plan island, tell me, what does arrange make you feel when it means putting things in order, planning something in advance, and organizing a meeting or agreement between people? Meaning 1, to put things in a neat order, to organize objects. Used when you place items in a planned way so they look tidy or work better. Example: Grace arranged the supplies so every tool was easy to reach. Common use: arrange the books, arrange the chairs, neatly arranged. Arrange tools. Meaning 2, to plan or prepare something ahead of time. Used when you make preparations so something will happen smoothly. Example: Grace arranged a safe route before the night sail began. Common use: arrange a trip, arrange transport, arrange details. Arrange the route. Meaning 3, to organize an agreement or meeting between people. Used when you set up a meeting, deal, or situation by coordinating people. Example: Grace arranged a meeting with the harbor master to confirm docking rules. Common use: arrange a meeting, arrange an appointment, arrange a deal. Arrange a meeting. Arrange can be about objects, put in order, or events, plan and coordinate. Keep everything calm and ready, Captain. Carry arrange for putting things in order, for planning ahead, and for setting up meetings and agreements that keep the voyage smooth as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this repair the moment island, tell me, what does apologize make you feel when it means saying sorry for a mistake, making a polite excuse for something you can't do, and expressing regret in a formal or public way? Meaning 1. To say sorry for doing something wrong. Used when you admit a mistake and try to repair the relationship. Example: Grace apologized for the wrong turn and corrected the course. Common use: apologize to someone, apologize for, apologize sincerely. Apologize plus fix. Meaning 2. To make a polite excuse. To say sorry for not being able to do something. Used in formal, polite situations to soften refusal or absence. Example: Grace apologized for missing the meeting due to rough seas. Common use: apologize for the delay. Apologize for the inconvenience. Apologize for missing. Apologize for delay. Meaning 3. To express regret publicly or formally, official apology. Used when an apology is made in an official setting, announcements, statements, press, or public moments. Example: The harbor office apologized for the confusion in the docking schedule. Common use: apologize publicly, official apology, issue an apology. Apologize officially. Apologize is often followed by for plus a noun, verbing, apologize for being late, or to plus a person, apologize to the crew. Repair the voyage with grace, Captain. Carry apologize for sincere sorry moments, for polite excuses when you can't meet a plan, and for formal regret that restores trust as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this fire-in-the-chest island, tell me, what does anger make you feel when it means the emotion of strong annoyance, the cause of that emotion, and a verb meaning to make someone angry? Meaning 1. The feeling of being angry, strong irritation, used for the emotion itself. Example: Grace took a slow breath to calm her anger before speaking. Common use: control your anger. Anger issues. Express anger. Anger to breathe. Meaning 2. Something that causes anger, a reason people get upset. Used when you talk about what triggers the emotion. Example: The unfair rule became a source of anger among the crew. Common use: cause anger, provoke anger, public anger. Anger source fixed. Meaning 3. To make someone angry. Used when a person or situation causes anger in someone else. Example: The repeated delays angered Grace, but she stayed composed. Common use: it angers me, anger someone, anger the public. Angered by delay. Anger is both a noun, the emotion or the cause, and a verb, to make angry. Keep the storm inside from steering the ship, Captain. Carry anger for the feeling, for the trigger behind it, and for what can spark it in others as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this plan the resources island, tell me, what does allocate make you feel when it means assigning resources, dividing time or budget, and officially distributing tasks or space to specific people? Meaning 1. To assign resources for a purpose, money, supplies, staff. Used when you decide where resources should go. Example: Grace allocated extra fuel for the longer route. Common use: allocate funds, allocate resources, allocate staff. Allocate fuel, meaning to divide and plan time budget among parts. Used when you split a limited amount across different needs. Example: Grace allocated 2 hours to repairs and 1 hour to training. Common use: allocate time, allocate a budget, allocate hours. Allocate time, meaning 3, to officially distribute tasks, seats, or space to specific people. Used in organized settings where assignment is formal. Example: The harbor office allocated docking slots to each ship. Common use: allocate seats, allocate space, allocate slots. Allocate slots. Allocate is a formal verb for deciding how limited resources are shared out. It often appears in planning, management, and official systems. Plan with calm precision, Captain. Carry allocate for assigning resources, for dividing time and budget, and for officially distributing tasks that keep the voyage running smoothly as we sail to the next island.